Hello, this is Japanese craftsman Hiroshi Iwahara. At first, do you know this character? This is Godzilla. It's a movie star from Japan, and I like this one. Please watch it. But today's theme is not a movie. Today, I want to introduce these Karakuri Box. They are very complex items. And I wanted to explain in serious way. I wanted to explain for a long time, but I could not do it. Today I try it in English. It's very difficult for me. Okay, and at first Japanese style, 皆さんよろしくお願いします. It's very standard for us. At first, this one, this item is called Super-CUBI. The system is Ternary system. I'm not sure my pronunciation. And I heard binary is called too early. Do you understand? Too early. And then maybe I think we can call it 3 early. 3 early. I call it. And this box has 3 early system. And it takes 324 moves to open. At last, we can pick up the cover. I designed it over 20 years ago. And these are different items. This is 4 early system. Quinary system, I heard. And it takes more moves. And this is a inside mechanism. This is a surface complete version. It takes 1,536 moves to open. At first, I tried to introduce this one. Next, I tried to explain this one. And I forgot to introduce. I'm a Japanese craftsman and I belong to Craftsman's group. We call our group Karakuri Creation Group. Every year we are trying design and make new Karakuri items. Around 10 members are organizing our group. Okay, and then before becoming a craftsman for me, I found Kamei's complex item CUBI. It's called CUBI. It has binary system, 2 early system, and it takes 32 moves to open. And I was very moved to see it. And after seeing it, I decided to become a craftsman. And after becoming a craftsman, I wanted to make or design like this style. And then this is my maybe third item to design for me. And it's a very symbolic and very important item for me. And then, but it takes many moves and it's not easy to explain the mechanism. And a long time I could not explain, especially in English. And then today I try this night. Now I try to explain the details about this. About box style, I made only this one. And about 5 early, I made the drawer version at different item. Now I try to explain about this. The first movement is like this. Next, it moves like this. But I call number 1 plate and number 2 plate. And but the number 2 plate stops on the way, halfway. And next to open the number 2 plate completely, we need to close number 1. And then we can continue like this. About the reason why I call it ternary, because if we give numbers for each plate and each position, we can make a sequence of sequence of numbers I can make. When for example, number 1 plate is closed, I give it 0. And when the plate is opened, 2, we give a 2. For example, number 2, now we give 0, and now this is 1. And next, it becomes 2. I give numbers. On the 1st place, it is number 1 plate. The number 2 place, number 2nd plate is 10th place. And the third plate is 100th place. Like this, thus we can make a sequence of numbers, and it becomes we can arrange the numbers like this. This is very similar from the ternary sequence. When I prepare the sequence of a box and the ternary sequence, we can convert them. About all the situation, all the aspect, we can convert. And then I believe and I think I can call this ternary system. Very details. Okay, I'm not sure it's easy to understand or not. And then I try to explain the details. Let's start. And now I try to explain the ternary system box. It moves like this. I call each plate number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And finally, we can take off the number 6 plate. The first is this one. There is only one way to open. And please see the number 2 plate. We call 0 and 1, and then I call 2. Each plate takes 3 positions, opened and half open and closed. And then to say about the full ability of this box, it takes 3 power to 6. Can I say 3 power to 6? 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 3 times is a full ability of this box. It takes, it's all the situation it takes. But it's not 3 to 4, 324. It is not. And because I have to explain, only number 1 plate, number 6 plate is different. About number 1 plate, it does not step on the on half. It does not stop now. And then we can count only 1 move. And then we have to reduce the number. And about the 6 plate, when it opened fully, completely, we can take off. In fact, after opened perfectly, I can move other plate again. But the Karakuri box is already opened and there is no meaning about it. And then I have to reduce it. And then the numbers becomes 2 times, 3 times, 3 times, 3 times, 3 times, and 2. I think it becomes 324. And please check it. Let's start. I will explain about how to move. 1, and next number 2 moves 2. I cannot open now, and I have to close. We have to close number 1, and we can continue number 2. And next, we want to open the number 3 plate, but cannot. I have to open the number 1 again. Now we can move the number 3, but it stops on the way. To open the number 3 fully, we have to close number 1 and number 2. I close them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I can open the number 3 fully. And my next purpose is to open number 4. But we cannot open the number 4. We have to open the number 1 and number 2 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I can open like this. Now, but number 4, it moved at first. At this time, number 1 and number 2, number 3, they are all open position. That is, when we could make all opened condition, we can open the number 4 plate to the half. And then to continue to open the number 4 completely, we have to close the number 1 and number 2, number 3 completely. We have to close these 3 plates. And it means about the from 1 to 3, from 1 to 3 plates, there are 2 situations, 2 aspects. The first is all are closed, and another one is all are opened. The first is all are closed. Next, it becomes all opened condition, all opened aspect. And then we need to go back to the all closed condition and go and back again and again. And then to open the number 5, we have to close all of them. Close. I try to close. I could close, and then number 4 opens. I could open the number 4, and next purpose is to open number 5, but these are closed. I have to open these 1 in same way. I could open until 4th fully, completely, and then I can open the number 5. As you know, I need to close 1, 2, 3, 4 completely. I will do it. Number 4 began to close. Number 4 closed, but others are opened, and I will close them. Now I can open the number 5. And then the last final purpose is number 6 plate. And I try to open it. As you know, I need to open the others. I will continue. Number 4 opened. I close the 1, 2, 3. Number 4 opened, but 1, 2, 3 is closed. Now, for the first time, I could move the final plate, number 6 plate. It's on the halfway to open. And then I need to close all other plate. After that, I can take off the final cover. I restart. Number 4 close, started to close. One, two, three, 4 closed. And then I try to, now my present purpose is to close number 5. I need to open 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 4 began to open. Number 4 opened. Number 3 opened. And 1, 2, 3, 4 opened, and I can close the number 5. My next goal is to close number 4. To do that, I need to close 1, 2, 3. I close. It's near the goal. The number 4 began to close. I need to open 1, 2, 3. I could close the number 4. It's easy to close 1, 2, 3. All closed. And now I can take off the number 6. It's a goal. As I explained, after opening the number 6, I can move these ones. But there is no meaning. Can you see it? Now, and to close the cover, it takes same number, same movement we need. It's hard. Thank you. Now I will explain about this item. It is a Quinary Box, 4R box. And it takes 1,536 moves to open. And this is a perfect version. And this is the inside mechanism of the perfect version. If I make a surface plate and glue it, we can complete the item. The movement is like this. The order is slightly different. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And the mechanism is different from the ternary box. And each plate takes 4 positions. See the numbers 2 plates. Now it's closed. It is 0. Next, moved 1 step, and I call it 1. Next, third position, 2. And finally, fully opened. It is number 3. And then 0, 1, 2, 3. Each plate takes 4 positions. And then it becomes quinary, 4R system, I call it. And this box, this copy became very expensive. But I'm worried it takes very big movement and it is just displayed on the customer's room. And then after this movie, I hope all the customers can try and can move and can open the boxes. Now today, I will explain with this inside mechanism. It's easy to open for me and maybe easy to understand. And I try. This is number 1. Next, number 2 closes. To open more, I need to close the number 1. And number 2 opens more. And if I close the number 1, number 2 becomes fully. Next, number 1 closes. At this position, only number 2 is opened. 1 is closed. Close, open. Now I can move the number 3. Only 1 step. To continue the number 3, I need to reset the number 1 and number 2. That is, next goal is close both of them. I try to. Now number 1 and number 2 plate closed. And then I can open the number 3 more. Next, to continue to open the number 3 fully, I need to go back to the next position. Now number 1 is closed and number 2 is only opened. Number 3 plate opened fully. And could you understand about number 1 and number 2, there were 2 positions. The first position is both are closed. Another position was only number 2 is opened. Number 1 number plate go and back between these 2 positions. All are closed position is the first one. Another aspect is only number 2 is opened. To open the next plate, we can use this method. I opened the number 3. Next, I want to open the number 4, but I cannot. And then I need to move number 1 and number 2. Next. Now, number 1 and number 2 closed. And then this aspect is only number 3 is opened fully. And then I could move the number 4. About number 1 to 3, only number 3 is opened. After moving number 4, only one step. Next, I need to close 1, 2, 3 perfectly. I close the 1, 2, 3 perfectly. Number 3 closed. And 1, 2, 3 closed. And then, can you see the number 4 plate opened? We need to move only more one step. Next purpose is making aspect only number 3 is opened. I make that aspect. After moving number 4. Now I could make aspect only number 3 is opened. And then I could open the number 4 perfectly. My next purpose is to open number 5, but it does not open. Maybe already you can imagine. Next step is I need to number 4 opened, and I need to close 1, 2, 3 perfectly. One, 2, 3 closed, and only number 4 is opened, and I can move the number 5. Okay, and to continue it, I need to close 1, 2, 3, 4. It takes more movement. Number 4 began to close. Number 4 closed more. Number 4 closed. But number 3 is opened. I want to close number 3. Number 3 began to close. Number 3 closed. 1, 2, 3, 4 closed. And then I can move the number 5. And my next purpose is make a aspect only number 4 is opened. I will do it. Number 4 began to open. Number 4 opened. Number 5 opened completely. Okay, it became long. And now number 5 opened, and I want to close number 4. Number 4 began to close. Number 4 closed more. Number 4 closed completely. I will close others. Number 6. Okay. And now to say about the aspect about number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Only number 5 plate is opened, and others are closed. I could make this aspect, and then I can move the number 6 plate, like this. Number 6 plate opened for the first time, and it means it took 512 moves. I moved. Over 500 I moved. Yeah, next, continue. Now only to say about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, only number 5 is opened. After moving number 6, I want to close all the others. I will try. Number 4 began to open. Number 4 opened. And number 5 began to close. Number 5 closes soon. Number 5 plate closed completely. And my next purpose is to close number 4. Hey, do you see the number 6 plate moves more? And then this is second movement of number 6. And it means now we are at 1024 moves. This box is 1536 and it's near the goal. Let's continue. Now my purpose is to open the number 5. Let's go. Number 5 began to open. Number 5 opens soon. Number 5 opened completely. And my next purpose is to close number 4. I want to make a aspect only number 5 is opened, about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 4 began to close. Number 4 closed. Now I could make a aspect only number 5 is opened. That is, I could move the number 6 perfectly. It means I can pick up, I can take off the number 6. It's a goal Can you even see the inside? I think it became a long movie. And how was it? Could I explain the mechanism well? I'm not sure. And please give us your comment about works and about my English. Thank you very much.